Well, in a week from today that I'm recording this video, we will know whether or not I was right or wrong about the post 1.0 content for Grounded. Today, this blog post came out. Here's a teaser for update 1.2. Next week on April 12th, the game director Adam Brennecke will be on the Grounded Dev live stream and discussing the 1.2 update. I know there's been a lot of talk about what might be coming in that update. Personally, I don't think there's going to be anything beyond cosmetic stuff and maybe some quality of life stuff. I'm super curious to see if there's new content because, like I said before, if they add actual new content to the game, story stuff or new biomes or something like that, I'll definitely come back and play it again. But for now, I just want to take a quick look at this 1.2 teaser to see what we have in store. So the picture here that's going to be showing this little gnat here, this is a gnat that will help you build in the creative mode. And I'm just going to skim through this real quick. Get ready and get hyped for the next Grounded update. Casually Grounded hosted the Backyard Brawl with several of our favorite streamers fighting for the champion title. It was an epic PvP tournament between the most valiant in the arena. Special thank you to the streamers for participating in the event and the Grounded community who supported them. After the tournament, we revealed the mutation loadouts feature coming into the next update. Take a look. So basically what this is going to have is there's going to be, it looks like A, B, C, D, so 4 different mutation loadouts. And you'll be able to toggle through those on controller and also on mouse and keyboard. I think it's T on the on keyboard, and there's one, I think it says it down here. Actually, we'll get to it in a second. This is a good quality of life edition. Would have loved to have seen this at 1.0 because there's certain situations. I mean, for the most part, I think most people probably use the same mutations most of the time, but if you're doing certain things, it would make sense to be able to switch back and forth them, specifically if you're going in the water, maybe you're going into specific areas that require like heat protection or something like that. That might make sense. So definitely a good quality of life change here with the mutation loadouts. Here's a little bit more you've been asking. We're here to deliver. You can now configure 4 mutation loadouts in the mutations menu. Players can quickly swap between mutation loadouts using a radial. The default binding to open the radial is right D-pad on the controller or T on the keyboard. To make some additional room on the controller, the emote and chat radial have been combined into a single radial. We hope these changes will make survival in the backyard an even smoother experience. Next up, additional custom game options. Speaking of mutations, new options are available in game settings when you play with a custom game. Check it out. All mutations unlocked. This was something I was asking for since like way back in early access, because one of the things that would happen was testing out new updates and stuff like that. If I wanted to go into creative and test things, I would not be able to have all the mutations unlocked. So being able to unlock all the mutations is great, especially if you're just starting a new save and you don't really have to like unlock everything again. Kind of gives you like just a little bit of head start. So you're basically not having to progress your character from start to finish every time. So all mutations unlocked allows players to start with all the mutations unlocked and available, meaning you'll be able to activate them at the beginning of the game. Please note that players are limited to 2 mutations at the start of the game unless they upgraded their max active mutations in the ASL using milk mullers. That or enable fully yoked start to fully max out the active mutations limit to 5. Fully yoked start will enable all milk muller infusions such as max health and stamina to be fully maxed out. So this is basically just giving you a head start so you don't have to basically reprogress your character all the way through. That's a pretty good quality of life change as well. All recipes unlocked and free has been split into 2 separate options. All recipes unlocked and all recipes free. All recipes unlocked allows all recipes to be unlocked, but will require the player to gather materials to craft buildings or items. All recipes free means you will have complete freedom to build whatever you want. That's essentially like full creative mode. And then handy at, well, let's get to the handy at in a second. This is this all unless recipes unlocked for free. Another thing where basically this is allowing you to start a new save and not have to repeat all of the content over again. That's definitely a huge quality of life change, because that's one of the reasons like I kind of got burned out on the game, was just starting over and having to do everything over and over again. So this will just basically give you a head start. And it sounds like you could start a new save, unlock everything, and all you'll have to do is basically go around and do the labs, and then you'll be free to do whatever you want. Next up, Handy Gnat enabled. We'll activate the Handy Gnat build helper for you to craft the base of your dreams. Wait, what's the Handy Gnat? So here's a picture of the Handy Gnat. Little gnat with a, I guess, little worker's helmet on here. Have a large base renovation in mind. Tired of gravity holding you down. See what the buzz is all about and call your local construction pro Handy Gnat. So from what I know, this is only going to be available in creative. And basically what's going to let you do is have like a fly camera, kind of like you would have in other games, creative modes, where you can just fly around and build. You won't actually have to build up using stairs or anything like that to build tall bases. Next up down here, basically here's the Handy Gnat here in action here. The Handy Gnat feature gives the player control over the handiest gnat around. Fly up and around the blueprint to build and customize bases to your heart's content. In order to use the Handy Gnat, you must have the Handy Gnat unlocked. Custom game option toggled on. Oh, it's custom. This option is toggled on by default in creative with bugs. Okay, so you can actually use it in a survival game mode. That's pretty cool too. For survival game mode, you must convert your game to a custom game first in the game settings menu. To enable this feature, Once enabled, Handy Knack can be activated in the crafting menu or the construction radial. The Handy Knack can build from storage near your team and even haul grass planks and weed stems. We hope this fly guy helps you create the base you want to build with less time and effort. Pretty cool option, honestly, especially if you want to, because I know building tall walls, like when I was trying to build zipline towers or build like just tall bases in general, it became kind of cumbersome. You'd have to constantly put down floors, build up, break them and stuff like that. So this will allow you to just build up higher without having to do all that kind of stuff. That's good quality of life change as well. Right around the corner stairs, here's an exclusive look at the new base building recipe and introducing corner stairs. So this is a cosmetic update. So you can see it right here in the corner. Corner stairs come in 4 types for grass and acorn materials: corner stairs, interior corner stairs, corner half stairs, and interior corner half stairs. Mushroom material has 2 variants, being the corner mushroom stair and interior corner mushroom stair. We've got the corner stairs and plenty of new base building recipes in store for the super duper update, so stay tuned. So this little sentence right here, we've got this corner stairs and plenty of new base building recipes in store for the super duper update, so stay tuned. So what that means is, up to this point, everything that's really been shown has been quality of life or cosmetic stuff. The quality of life stuff is great. Anybody who's still playing the game, anybody who new comes to the game, will have these quality of life features in place. If you play the game and just enjoy base building, it sounds like you're going to get way more than what's been shown so far here, and that's pretty cool. So is there going to be new content? I guess that's going to be the question. Before I get to that real quick, let's just go down here and see what else they have to say. Community highlight, here's a shout out to user QuickArt7497 from Germany for their outstanding base in survival mode. The architectural layout and dedicated hours on building your headquarters made us go, wow. Thank you for sharing this beautiful base, and we hope to see more of your adventures in the backyard. We're always amazed on how talented and creative our players are on Grounded. That's incredible. This is a massive base. This had to have taken forever and a day to actually, if you actually farmed all these resources in survival mode. That's a pretty cool looking base. Much cooler than anything I've ever built, because let's be honest here, I'm not the most creative person or artistic person. This looks absolutely amazing. So shout out to this guy or girl for this great build here. And we have M. Moore join Casually Grounded on Wednesday, April 12th. A special guest game director Adam Brennick reveals more content and features and more in the upcoming 1.2 update. We'll see you then. Casually Grounded airs every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Obsidian. So like I said, lots of cool quality of life and basically building stuff here, decorations, different building stuff that you're going to be able to have, building options. For me, if this is all that, if it's basically just that kind of stuff, I probably will not be coming. I mean, I definitely will not be coming back. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be checking it out in the stream next week and seeing what they have to offer. If they're actually going to add some new content that's more than just cosmetic stuff and quality of life stuff, something that will just drastically change my experience in the game, that's what I would need to have for me to come back and want to play the game right now. I haven't played the game really since December. I think I played it for a couple hours when I played that mod a couple of months ago. I haven't actually played the game, and it's been 4 months now, 4 months now since I've actually played it. I had my fun with the game. I have over 1,300 hours in it at this point. So for me to come back to the game at this point, there was going to have to be some kind of new story element or a new biome or something like that that's just makes me want to come back and beyond the base building stuff. The base building stuff is obviously fun. It's not like the biggest thing that I look for in games. I enjoy doing it to some extent, but it's not going to be a reason for me to come back. So anyway, next week, I'll do a video one way or another, because I'm going to be curious to see whether or not I was correct or if I was incorrect about what this update was going to bring. My prediction was, as I said, it's going to be cosmetic stuff and quality of life. I don't expect there to be any new major content updates. I'm going to be very curious to see whether or not they say whether 1.2 is the final update or if they're going to actually do like a 1.3 or anything to follow up after this. Because at this point, the interest in the game has kind of waned a little bit. Obviously, it's been out for quite a while. The number of players playing it has slowly fallen off. And I mean, I can say just from my perspective, the interest in my video, the views on my videos on YouTube specifically, I'm still getting quite a few views, but so there's new players coming all the time, but they've definitely fallen off somewhere. Like they've kind of like fallen off a cliff at this point in terms of like interest in the game. So it'll be curious to see what they add here. Does it bring people back? Let me know if what you've seen so far in this teaser, if you're still playing the game, is this something that'll keep you playing longer? If you haven't played in a while, are these things enough to make you want to come back? Or are you like me and you want to kind of just wait and see if there's going to be actual new story content and stuff like that? So anyway, if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing for more videos just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.